if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. Good morning from Cadiz. This week we are having the 2023 iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships here in Cadiz in Spain. South of Spain, I mean, today it's looking a bit gnarly, a bit grey. I mean, it's windy, which is good. I mean, it's still warm. But yeah, I mean, here is day 3. We're going to be concentrating on, all right, guys, how's it going? I'm Rafferty. I'm going to be the commentator for this week, for this competition. I am mega excited for the racing that's going to be happening. I mean, here is day 3. We've had the first 2 days. Yesterday, the first day we had, it was a bit dodgy. I mean, not too much. I think there was just two races done. Yesterday we had a full day of slalom racing, which was very, very exciting. And so we're moving on today with some course racing. On course Bravo, the B course near to the beach is where we're going to be concentrating on, and we are having the girls, the under 17 girls and the under 19 girls. They've just had their first race of the day. I mean, this morning it was fruity. It was very fruity. I mean, we all woke up. We got down to that skippers meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. It was tipping it down. It was grey. I mean, you couldn't even see on the water. It was pretty miserable. But I mean, things have cleared up now. I mean, as it was mega windy this morning as well. But it's cleared up a bit. It's got a bit more tame. I mean, it's we're looking at there. It's 40 knots at the minute. And at the minute, this morning it was mega windy, and throughout the day it's going to be dropping a little bit, and we're around 14, 15 knots at the minute. Again, it's going to be it's from the southwest, but again, throughout the day, it's going to be moving a bit more westerly and tuning down a little bit, brightening up a little bit. And here we are. I mean, we can see it's a bit brighter now. It's looking lovely as this. We're just catching the finish of the under 17 girls race here. They've been doing the inner course. The under 19 girls have been doing the outer course. Just so we can have the outer loop and the inner loop, the normal course racing, regatta style racing, upwinds, downwinds, reaching, and it's been great. I mean, here we are just catching the end of this under 17 girls fleet, let's have a quick look at who might be the main contenders for this Youth and Junior World Championships.
We are in Cadiz, and there are going to be Youth World Championship.
So my name is Medea Falcioni. I'm from Italy. I'm the European champion of this year, so 2023 for under 15 and under 17 girls.
Je m'appelle Kylian. Je suis très heureux d'être ici. C'est un super spot, c'est super beau, et j'espère qu'on aura de super conditions pour cette semaine.
My name is Federico Pilloni. I'm 17 years old. I come from Italy, and I'm iQFOiL sailor. Yes, it's my 4th time here in Cadiz. I really like it because it's really various conditions. We can have light wind to really strong wind, waves, current. So it's a very technical race area, and will surely bring out some lovely races.
Yeah, probably have high expectations for this week, and yeah, I hope I will get some medal.
I don't feel quite anxious. I just want to try to be as calm as possible, enjoy the event.
Non, je suis pas stressé pour cette compétition. Je vais essayer de faire le meilleur possible, et je suis là pour prendre du plaisir.
It's a lot of pressure, of course, because of the good result that I've had the last important race, so the Europeans. But I hope that this is going to be another good race for me. So I hope to manage to do something good, especially in the under 17 division, and of course hope to get a medal again.
Yeah, I prepared a month and a half in my home spot in Cagliari in Sardinia with all of my coaches, gym, water, lots of training. Lots of sacrifices. I've had lots of fun, and I'm ready to go in the water today.
I was preparing on Garda, but yeah, I know it here pretty well.
Sur cette compétition, il y a un très gros niveau. Ça va être dur, va falloir gérer les 5 prochains jours et pouvoir donner le meilleur de moi-même.
Quite a lot of top 10 guys that can really work hard on me. Probably a few Polish guys, few French, and The British are really strong, so I've got to look out for them, and it'll be fun.
Caterina Tomás-Cardel from Spain, that is the third girl that arrived in the Europeans. There would have been Adatan that's from Turkey, but she's racing in the under-19 this time. She's really good also with that sail. And of course Maria Rudovic from Poland, that's Poland 71. And another one girl from my same country, that's Francesca Salerno, and I'm racing against her, that she's really good too. So just say a few words about the Israeli girls from Israel that are not here this time. For example, Maya Barel, she's really good, and I'm really sorry that she can't come this time. So I just send an hug to her and all the other guys and girls from there.
There are sick to see some of those main contenders who could be on that podium for this World Championships. I mean, all those riders, they are extremely well established windsurfers here in the iQFOiL. A lot of podiums there, a lot of people who have been racing at the top of their level, at the top of the world. But I mean, it's cool to see little insight of what some of their preparations have been, what their thoughts are. I mean, a lot of them have been training a long time for this competition. Maybe one of the, if not the most important competition of their year. I mean, it's the World Championships. It's the youth and junior, so they will be on the pathway, hopefully, for the Olympics. I mean, probably not 2024, but towards 28, a lot of these riders will be hoping for that and really trying to move up the pathway. And this is a extremely important step of the way. Step of the way. Under 19. That's starting to get close to the senior years where the decisions have to be made whether they're going to become full athlete, trying to go for those Olympics, trying to become professional, or whether it's go and keep it going kind of thing. But yeah, no, it's awesome stuff. But yeah, a lot of them have been racing here. I mean, Cadiz here, the sailing centre here. It's a really well established sailing club. I mean, they have a lot of international competitions throughout the year, and we've been here a lot of times actually throughout windsurfing in the Bay of Cadiz here. I mean, it's a sweet spot. But I mean, look at the scenery at the minute. You can see. I mean, in the distance, the wind's coming from right to left of your screen, kind of at the minute. So in the distance, that is what we had this morning. It was filthy, absolute filth. It was really rainy. It was really windy. You couldn't see anything, but it's cleared up now. It's cleared up, so it's nice and sweet. It's nice and sweet. But yeah, here we are in that bay. I mean, our setup is just on, so you can see those white buildings. We are just to the right of that end building, so we have a really good view. We can hopefully get some absolutely epic footage for you here in this in the day 3. This day 3 of the iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships. The girls under 17s and under 19 girls, we are concentrating on here in course area B, closer into that beach where we are at the minute. The boys are up on course area A, a bit further up near the sailing club. But I mean, it's slightly different courses. Conditions that we're getting on those courses could be slightly tricky conditions here on course area B. Maybe slightly gusty, maybe slightly more shifty, but that means some epic strategies that have to be made, some epic decisions that have to be made, so they can bring out their best performance and hopefully winning some races or really high up in the rankings anyway. But here we are. We're not too long until the under 19 women are going to be having their second race of the day. They had their first race. Who won that race? Tova Oppadell. Guan. That's sick as. She won that first race, closely followed by her teammate Maya Giesler. The two Norwegian girls in the under 19 fleet are doing extremely well at the minute. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, moving into their second race of the day. Just over 3 minutes to go. They will probably be doing the outer loop course. So it will be the start, an upwind start, upwind to their first mark, a full power reach across to their second mark, then it's a downwind, back upwind, their final downwind, and then a big reach to the finish. So it's gonna be awesome. I mean, the target time for this race is going to be around 16 minutes. 16 minutes. So it's not short, but it's also not long. But inside that 16 minutes, anything can happen, especially with this course. You know, lots of strategic strategies and tactics to be made. But yeah, here we are, the under-19 women's fleet getting ready for their second start here on day 3 at the 2023 iQFOiL Youth and Junior World Championships here in Cadiz, south of Spain. Just over 2 minutes to go. They will be going through their pre-start routines at the minute, just looking where they want to, just planning out their course, you know, which side they want to go up the course, where they want to start, who they want to start around. Do they want to start around some people, or do they want to have as much space as probably as much space so they can really concentrate on their own race? But there we are, the flag going up on that boat. We see that white boat in the middle of our screens. That is the committee boat. So that's where the race committee is, just organising those races. And we see that red flag on the right of that boat. That signifies that we are course racing. In the middle of the boat, we see that orange flag. What does the orange flag mean? So it's basically to signify the riders that shows that they need to get ready for the race. The race is coming soon, but it also marks the exact point of the start line. So it's that point and down to the pin end. That white flag is their group, so that's the under-19 women, and then that white and red flag, they're like kind of checkered, well, almost, but you know what I mean. that is the U flag. So what that means is, if you are over the start line, before the gun, before that, over the start line inside this last minute, it means you are binned out of the race, unfortunately. But under a minute to go until the start of the under-19 women's second race of the day. But they're all powering up, starting to get foiling, moving down towards the line. We have this big group on starboard at the minute. Remember, starboard riders do have the right of way over all the riders on port. So, I mean, down that bottom end, there possibly could be a few riders on that port end, but here we are, this group in the middle as we're coming to 20 seconds until this start. This group cruising down the start line, just powering up, just making their way. Where do they want to start on the line? Where is their positioning? When will they fully accelerate and cross that line? But 5 seconds to go, not long to go. We'll be seeing them cranking through that start line very, very soon. Oh, there we are. Oh, Poland. Oh, holy moly. Straight away. A big one. Oh, a bit of a crash there. Oh, it's carnage, isn't it? A huge group off on port. Oh, that. I hope they're all right. That was a bit of a gnarly crash, that one. But there we are. The second start of day 3 for the under-19 women. I mean, all the ports have crossed now. As the starboard group we are concentrating on here at the minute, they are making their way up onto that left side of the course. But there's that group, that port side group. But it's interesting because a lot of riders did start on port, actually. So what could that mean? Could that mean there was a bit of a port end bias? So they may as well, so they had effectively a little head start, or maybe there's more pressure, more wind on that left side, so they want to get out onto that left side as fast as possible to go a bit faster, to get a bit more home. Here we are, a little replay of that crash at that start. Oh, we see coming across Poland, 319. Oh, not quite making it. Oh, Turkey. Just coming across. I mean, Turkey did have the right of way there, as she was on starboard. But I mean, these riders, they are pushing extremely hard. They are really tested, really going for any little gap possible. So this is why we can see it. This is why we can see those drone for gaps that sometimes don't exist. I mean, exactly like that little crash there. That was a bit of a tricky one, a little bit of a tricky one, but hopefully they're all right. Hopefully they're all right. But here we are. Little look at that leaderboard at the minute. It's all moving around now. We see that top three extremely close. Turkey 577, Merve, Latan in that top three at the minute, but it's all cruising around. Italy 239 and Estonia 127. Extremely close at the minute. Extremely close, as it's just after that start. I mean, they are probably halfway through their upwind at the minute. It's all extremely close. Really putting in trying to establish their position in the fleet. And there we are. Oh, Norway 2-9 coming up the rankings into that second. Tuva Oppatel. Oh, looks even taking the lead. I'm sure she did have a great start in that, and she did win the first race of the day. So will we be seeing her win another race of the day? It'll be interesting. Netherlands 127. But we can see it's all moving around a little bit. It's extremely close up that top end. Check 80. Also moving into that little bit at the minute. Nella. I think that's Nella on our screen at the minute. Check 80 if I can make that out just about right on the right of our screens. I mean, she is in that top 2 position at the minute. So, I mean, concentrating on these leaders at the minute, definitely up this upwind. But we can see they have already spaced out quite a bit. They've already spaced out quite a bit. But Netherlands 127 taking the lead. I think that could be on our screens at the minute. Little crossing. But Zara, I'm pretty sure that is Zara on her screen putting in her tack now. But it looks maybe that group on the left did have a really good upwind there. Oh, it's all moving around out that top end at the minute. I mean, but they are on their last little tack. Hopefully they're on that ley line. But I mean, they're all tacking round, seeing where that ley line is. But it's all very close at the minute, but having a little lead over the rest of the pack here. I mean, not quite in the lead, but Carola Colasanto rounding her upwind mark, making a rate on that reach, just cranking down. But it's quite big. It is actually quite big, I mean, look at it. There's some waves out there. There's some swell. So we'll be working really hard to just keep their flow over the foil, keep their flow, keep the height consistent on that foil. But this top 3, could this be the top 3? We're not too sure, but I mean, they have got a very nice lead. Well, I mean, nice bit of spacing in between there. Tuva Oppadel in that middle position, but going back to Carola, just cruising down this top reach. There we are, Estonia 127, currently in the lead, having a extremely good race at the minute. Emma having an amazing one, but closely behind her, that is Norway 2-9, Tuva Oppatel, but Carola back. Age 17, number of medal races, she has done 2. She is an extremely good rider throughout her iQFOiL career at the minute, doing extremely well. Currently in the rankings, Carola is in 5th, so she is right at the top, but of course really going to be not stepping off the gas, really trying to make her way up the positions. I mean, it's super close in those top ranks at the minute. I mean, it's not much between them at all. I mean, the first place is Alexandra. She's on 8 points overall. And in 10th is Lena on 25. So it's not many points at all. Only 17 points split the whole top 10. So it's extremely close as Carola rounds her reaching mark, making her way downwind. But Emma, Estonia 127, still keeping her lead in this race. But Carola cranking down. I mean, the riders have got a really cool lycra actually this competition. We can see Carola just wearing that. I mean, a little bit of her harness is over the top of it, but they're extremely cool. They're like a cool like graphic design of like a cartoon anchor. with like squid or like tentacles. It's like really fancy actually. I think it looks absolutely sick. I mean, but the lycras, as we are on day 3, the top 3 lycras are also handed out. So the first gets a yellow one, second gets a blue, and then the third gets a red one. But concentrating on Carola, making her way, just having a little look behind her, Estonia whereabouts. Oh, little touchdown. Oh, cool, blimey. That is, I mean, we can see how big it is. I mean, at the minute, we're in Cadiz, and it's quite lumpy. It's quite lumpy at the minute. I mean, the swell is going the same direction as the wind at the minute, so it's building up. It's becoming a bit something the riders have to think about. When it's flat, the riders, I mean, they just cruise. Well, not cruise, but you know what I mean. They like crank around. They really concentrate on like not having to play around with the height of the foil. But when these lumps, these big bits of waves coming through, they have to really adjust, keep the height on the foil so they don't top out and they also don't touch down. And we're seeing Carola just making the height on the foil just expertly as she's pumping down. Will she be on that ley line towards this bottom mark? She's going downwind at the minute. She's hopefully going to be rounding her bottom mark and then making her way back upwind. But Carola, absolutely just going lovely at the minute. But I mean, we're having a 239. Carola, she's taking the lead. I was concentrating on how expertly she was using the iQFOiL. But yeah, she is actually in the lead at the minute. We're seeing the drone actually. They're just next to her. How cool is that? Hopefully she won't be too thinking about that too much. Just thinking about her racing and how she can concentrate on keeping her lead as she rounds this bottom gate. She's making her way up onto this left side of the course. This bottom gate, they can either go on the left side, the left round this mark, the left way, the left mark, or the right mark, but Carola has decided to go on the right mark, which is interesting because we did see at the start a really big group, actually, making their starting on port. So making their way up onto that left side of the course. And it looked as if a lot of them did come out on top. So could there be more wind up on the right side? I think so. There may be, or the course might be skewed a bit, so the right side is favouring a bit. But there's all these things these riders have to think about. It's not just, obviously, like, just cranking it, going full speed, full power, just like absolutely cruising. That is a thing that's really at the top of their minds. However, also their strategy, their tactics is just is equal amount in their minds, if not more. You know, you can win a race on tactics, making the right decision up the course. And especially with Carola at the minute winning this race, this adds another aspect into this race. Leading a race is completely different to being a bit further down in a race, because in the leading position, all you're concentrating on is just defending, and then if you're a bit further down, it's attacking, and they're completely different ways to race. So when you're in a lead, you're going to be wanting to tack on the other people, giving people dirty wind, and just not letting them have any space to catch you up or overtake you. You know, but she's Carola Colosando on our screens at the minute, leading this race. She's doing extremely well. She's having a really good mount rounding. She's really high upwind, making that line extremely well, but constantly looking behind her. Well, looking like to the side of her. There we are, looking to the side of her to see where that upwind mark is. And she's going into this tack. Will we see what's her tack like? It's safe. That's all she needs in her position at the minute, but still pumping back up onto that foil. It's looking as if the wind has definitely dropped off a little bit. I mean, this morning it was absolutely nuking. It was just windy as. So that's why we've started racing a bit later in the day, because it was nuking. It was like pretty gnarly conditions. but it's brightened up now. It's really pleasant. It's really nice, and it's just prime iQFOiL conditions. Absolutely prime. But we're seeing the under 17 girls also making their way down. They're also doing their course at the same time as the under 19 women, so having 2 races on at the same time, which is pretty sick, to be honest. I mean, full action on this course, and it means that like the racing can be done quickly and efficiently. So each fleet has lots of races to really establish the leader, really establish a good average. So like the more races you have, the better it is, basically. But Carola just extending her lead, almost over 100 meters, 120 meters on Estonia 127 on Emma. But I mean, in that third position, Tuva Opedal. Could she? Well, will she be keeping her third place, or will she be wanting to smack into that, climb the ranks, maybe get second, maybe get first? But for sure, she'll be wanting to do that. So it'll be interesting to see what decisions she makes in that. But I mean, these top 3 riders, Carola, Emma, and also Tuva. These top 3 riders having a pretty nice lead on the rest of the pack. I mean, Norway 2-9, Tuva to Slovenia 5-1. I'm pretty sure that is Lena. That is Lena Erzen. Tuva's got over 200 meters lead on this, but Carola making her way round that top mark. Also Emma just behind her, and then to the right as well, that is Tuva. So we see this top 3 actually have a quite a healthy lead and quite a healthy bit of space between them all, actually. But Carola just looking behind her, just checking it out. Is Emma coming? Is Emma coming? But I mean, she's got a very nice lead on here. Hopefully, she will be able to take this win in this second race here on day 3. But you know, anything can change. She's on a second to the penultimate leg of this race, the downwind. But here, still, anything can change. Maybe a big bit of swell. I mean, look at this that she's going over at the minute. It's big. It's pretty huge. So they really have to be making sure that they don't crash, they don't top out, they don't just play it super safe. But it's downwind to that that bottom gate, and then it's through to that last reach towards the finish. Carola putting in her jibe now. How will this jibe be? Hopefully safe. Of course it's safe. Of course, no messing around with Carola. Really trying to keep her lead towards towards Emma and Tuva. But it'll be interesting to see see if Tuva makes any attacking maneuvers as Emma just to the left puts in her jibe as well, almost following Carola. But Tuva putting in, that is a bit of a attacking move actually there. Just jibing a little bit before. We've got some seagulls as well coming in, having a bit of the game, having a bit of pie, having a bit of the iQFOiL action. It's just sick, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. But there we are, that top 10 coming through in this second race for the under 19 women here on day 3. Carola just lengthening. I'm pretty sure she was lengthening her harness. What was it? Lengthening or shortening her harness lines there, or maybe letting off a bit of outfall on this iQFOiL equipment. You can adjust the equipment a fair bit actually. You can adjust the downhaul, you can adjust the outhaul, and also the harness lines, and also shimming, also mast plate position. There is a lot of variables you can do, and getting these variables right will put you in the lead, make you have the fastest equipment for the exact conditions. But Carola, cruising down this downwind. Where will this last downwind boy be? But it looks as if Norway 2-9, Tuva has really closed the gap actually on Emma, really closed the gap. But Carola making her way, just crossing that last mark. She will be now on her final reach towards the finish. But I mean, she's got a very healthy lead on here, so maybe if everything goes to plan, she could win the second race of the day. But in that second position, putting up that hand, well done Carola, taking the win for the under 19 women on this second race here on day 3, having a very tasty lead on Emma, Estonia 127, and also Tuva Opedal in third place. And that is the final. Those top three. Emma in second, and then also Norway 2-9. Tuva Oppetel taking that third place position. Tuva has had a great day today so far, actually. She won that first race and also third place in this second race. Ooh, it looks they're not, but they're going for their second win. But here we are. Coming into this fourth place, I'm pretty sure this is indeed Lena Erzin. But it did show how much of a tasty lead those top three riders had, actually. I mean, it really shows tricky conditions. Once you're out into the lead, you could have for like clean wind really extend your lead. As also Maya Giesler coming through the line now in that fifth place position, followed by Finland 402. That is Sophia having a very good race as well. And then the finishing of this top 10, España 354 coming through. Oh, extremely close here between these two Czech riders, Nella and her teammate. But yeah, there we are. Top 10 finishing that race as the rest of the pack come through on this under-19 women. But yeah, it has cleared up a fair bit now, actually. No, one is that 1, 2. Yeah, there we are. That is Zara also coming through. Zara Rosaboom. She had a very good start, actually, but going into that top 10, Carola Colasanta having an extremely good race, having a very healthy, tasty lead on that. That finish, actually. Closely, the second and third was a lot closer, though. Emma and Tuva picking up those top three, followed by Lena, Maya, Sophia, Barbara, Nella, Christina, and Merve. But it was extremely close between the Czech girls, Nella and Christina. For sure, they would have been training a lot of time with each other. As we saw earlier, it was Christina said they had been training a lot in Lake Garda, actually. Which is also a really, really sweet spot for windsurfing. It's also maybe one of the hubs in the UK for windsurfing, along with Cadiz here. It's just epic, absolutely beautiful conditions. But yeah, there we are. Under 19 women finishing their second race of the day. But it is, I mean, as it's cleared up throughout the day, it has dropped off a lot throughout the day, actually. Now it's, we can see it's not that windy. It's quite gusty. You can see the lighter spots on the water, that is lows, and the darker spots are the other gusts. So it's like stronger wind where it's darker. In an easy way to think about it. And we're seeing a lot of changes on. I mean, we're seeing here a lot of color differences, which shows it is quite gusty out there. And the light spots are really light, so it means it's very light winds in those light spots, in those lulls, basically. But I mean, they're still racing. It's cruising out there. Prime conditions for the iQFOiL 2023 Youth and Junior World Championships. As we're going to this to the finish of the rest of this under-19 girls fleet, this is their bottom mark there to their final reach. So just be holding on for dear life in this. I'm pushing extremely hard on this last reach. But we see how close it is actually towards the beach. This last reach is. There is that finish. So to finish, they have to go between that white boat and also that blue and yellow boy. But yeah, let's go to a cheeky little interview with Carola Colasanto, the winner of that of race 2 here on day 3.
So good race from you. Your first win of the day. How was this for you?
This race was amazing, and I'm very happy that I managed to keep that position for all the race.
And so, how's the competition here? Is it difficult?
Yeah, there are some gusts of 15 knots, but sometimes 12, 11. So a lot of pumping and big waves.
Awesome! Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sick. That was pretty cool. Yeah, get a little insight of what is out on the course as well. I mean, as we saw on the screens, it's there's some lows. Well, as Carola said, it's 15 knots down to 10, 11 knots. So it's quite changeable, and also the big waves that she saw. I mean, we're seeing just on the screen here, it's quite lumpy, and the thing is, however lumpy and like big waves there is on the screen, it's a lot worse in real life. Well, worse, like not worse, bigger. It's a lot bigger than real life. But yeah, cool stuff. Carola Colasanto taking her first win. First win in day three. As we go into this replay, concentrating on Carola really dominating this race. Actually, extremely healthy lead, extremely cruising lead to the others. I mean, the whole race she was just absolutely smashing it towards this last finish, putting up her hand. Yes, let's go. That would be a sigh of relief. So a sigh of relief and happiness, absolute pure joy, winning this second race for the under-19 girls here on day 3. And that's the sick thing about iQFOiL. It's so much fun, you know, like just racing around, just using the equipment is so much fun. But when you even add racing into it, it just takes it to a whole new level, you know, a different level. It's just so much fun, especially when like you achieve goals, you achieve things that you've set out yourself to do, like winning a race like Carola there. That's just epic stuff. For sure, that would have been so much fun. Obviously, like, very happy winning, moving her up in the rankings. She came into day 3 in 5th position. Carola has had a very good year actually as well. I mean, in the European Championships earlier this year, she came in 2nd, so she's vice European champion from the under 19 women. So for sure she'll be really wanting to maybe even take that top spot. I mean, the girl who was European champion, Kristina Pinosova, she is also in this. In this competition, in the World Championships. Kristina came into day 3 in let's have a cheeky little look. Kristina came into, there we are, in 3rd position there we are. The current top 10 women's ranking in coming into day 3. So this is before these 2 races, so it might have switched up a little bit, but there we are. As we said, it's Kristina Pinosova. She is in that 3rd place position now, and 5th, who just won that last race we saw, Carola Colasanto. But Alexandra currently leading the women's fleet at the minute. So for sure she'll be wanting to really try and keep her lead. Yeah, here on course area B, which is a bit closer to the beach, bit closer to our setup. So we're going to get some epic footage for you guys here on course area B. We're having both women's fleets, so we've got the under 19 girls and also the under 17 girls. They race at the same time. So it's really cool to see, but they are on slightly different equipment actually. The under 17 girls have a slightly smaller sail. The under 19 girls have a slightly bigger sail. So let's have a look at the details of the differences of the under 17 equipment to the under 19 equipment.
So in the iQFOiL class, we have different divisions based on age groups. So there are under 15, under 17s, and under 19s. So the reason why we have different equipments is because of the age and the size, of course, of the riders. So under 19s, that are the older ones, that are like already grown up, use bigger sails and 8 square meter sail, because otherwise they wouldn't manage to fly with light winds. For the under 17, we use smaller sails. Is basically like a 7 meter is the lighter sail we have got, but for younger ones there are also smaller sails that can be used, like 5 meter or 6 meters. That helps us also go in stronger winds, because an 8 meter like that will be too heavy for us in like 25 up knots. So in these sails we also have different luft panels. On the 7 meter we have a smaller luft funnel that is not getting full of water whenever the sails fall down. So it helps us that are younger sailors to get it up easier. In the 8 meter, the luft panel is bigger, so the sail is like more stable when going upwind, but it also gets full of water when the sail falls down. Some difference are like also in the cambers. So in this sail, that's the 7 meter, we have only 3 cambers that are these 3 ones. But in the 8 meters, we have like 4 cambers, but they're harder to turn whenever you change your side. So we couldn't have like them on the 7 meter. We have difference also in using boards and like foils. So for the under 19s, as they have a bigger sail, they have also a bigger front wing. So it's 900 front wing, and they have also a carbon mast. That's a bit different from our. It's a bit faster. For the back wing, that is this one, the fuselage and the board, we have the same things. For the under 17s, as I said, we have the same board, back wing and fuselage, but we have different front wing. We have a smaller front wing, that's an 800, and an aluminum mast.
I think I can't wait for is going changing from one equipment to the other, so from the under 17 one to the under 19 one, because I can wait on trying the bigger sail and also the other mast and wing that the other guys are saying that is a lot better. So yeah, I just can't wait.
Pretty sick, pretty sick. So yeah, we see there is some actually some really key differences between this equipment. But all of it is really, like, it's super fast, it's super at the top of its level. It's really, really cool. And also one big difference which is easy to see, as we're having both under 17 and under 19 here on course Area B course. A really easy way to make them out is the under 19 girls. The equipment, it has a flag at the top of their sail. So we see there the Finland flag, also the Estonia flag just there. The under 17 girls, they don't have that flag at the top of their sail, just because it's a bit smaller. But I mean, they're both super fun sails to use. I've used both. The 8 meter is really, it's such a really nice, stable, fast, powerful sail. It's just really nice and easy to use. Really like brings the fun out of windsurfing. You know, really makes you push yourself and race really hard. It's really good fun. But also the 7 meter, it's super light, it's super easy in the hands. It's also got a decent amount of power. It's super easy to use, really maneuverable, and can use it really well. So both of these sails are really sweet. The Saverne ones, but we're also seeing lately just Patrick have come out with some equipment, mainly for the seniors. They make the boards, so it's slightly different graphics, and they've just started making sails as well. So towards the future, we might actually see some different sails here on the here in the youth and junior iQFOiL. But yeah, here we are looking at that under 19 girls group. With all, as you can see now, they've got all the flags at the top of their sails. So this is the under 19 group on that 8 meter sail. Also that 900 front wing, you know, at the bottom, slightly bigger front wing, a bit more power, a bit more lift, so they can get going in a bit lighter winds, as they're slightly heavier than the juniors. but they're on the same boards, you know, they're on exactly the same boards, and apart from that front wing, the foil is the same. The juniors use the aluminium mast, so it's slightly cheaper, slightly more accessible to the broad range of people. But once we're really getting into that performance, into that under 19 fleet, they move to that carbon mast, super stiff, super speedy, like sick shape on that mast, which is sick. But yeah, it's looking very light now. Actually, it is looking terribly light. But not still like not overly light, but it's certainly not what it was before. But it's we're still going to be running course racing here in Cadiz for the Youth and Junior iQFOiL World Championships. Just coming up to 3 minutes. 3 minutes until their third start for the under 19 women of the day. I mean, here we are on course area B, but they've actually just cancelled this start at the minute. I'm not 100% sure the reason so far. It could possibly be because of the wind, because it is looking fairly light at the minute, or it could have been because maybe there was a big switch on the course, like a movement in the wind direction, so they mean they have to relay the course, or possibly or maybe something's happened on the course out their hands, so they need to adjust something, and then hopefully getting the racing back underway. But we're still currently going for course racing, as we see in that red flag up on that boat, up on that committee boat, that big white one in the middle. I was looking at the under 19 girls fleet at the minute, but it's quite light. It's quite light, but we'll see what's going on. I mean, the forecast today was to do exactly this, really. I mean, in the morning it was gnarly. It was super big, like super big rain, like big waves, big wind. It was pretty tough conditions, and I mean, it was so gnarly you could barely see anything on the water. You could see about 10 meters. I mean, we had each morning we have the skippers meeting where everyone listens to the race committee and all the crew, and see what the plan is for the day. Let's have a quick look at those live conditions. It's 7 knots, so it has really dropped off at the minute. The wind is southwesterly at the minute. The forecast was it to move round a bit westerly throughout the day, and that's exactly what it's done. Wave height 0.2 meters, and temperature, I mean, but it's still warm. I mean, however, like, miserable it looks up there. I mean, it's not miserable like that. That's a bit unfair. But like, it's not quite sunny. It's not quite sunny. It's quite cloudy. It's quite standard. You know, let's call that a standard, a good middle of weather at the minute. But it's still really warm. 19 degrees. I mean, a lot of the riders, saw them this morning. They were wearing wetsuits. It was still certainly wetsuit weather. But not full mega warm wetsuits. Still with the arms out, so they can pump really hard and maybe not get the forearms cramping up. But it's interesting. It's interesting stuff out there. But the under 17 girls and under 19 girls have both done their 2 races of the day so far. So they've had a couple really good races, and we're just getting ready for their 3rd race. We're not quite sure what the plan is, what they're going to do now. I mean, as it has really dropped off quite a lot, the wind has dropped off quite a lot, so it means they could possibly be starting to go for slalom. The difference with slalom and course racing, the slalom is done when the wind is slightly lighter. Probably the cutoff is around 10 knots kind of thing. So if it's really light, slalom is run. Slalom is run, and it's a reach, it's a downwind, and then it's reach. So it's only reaches and downwinds, meaning that no tacks have to be done, which is very important, because with tacks, I mean, Foiling tacks are coming into play a bit, but in light winds, tacking is extremely hard. And in light winds, you just want to stick on the foil as long as possible. So that's why we run the slalom racing in slightly lighter conditions. But I mean, the plan is still good, trying to go for course racing, as we're seeing that red flag up on that white boat in the on the left of our screens. Yeah. Also, if wherever you're tuning in from, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or wherever it is, drop a comment, say hi. I mean, I've just pulled it up and having a look at it now. So yeah, if you wanna say hi, see what's going on, I'll have a hello, Brian Cheng Young. How's it going? How's life today? Little Italian flags, yes. Carola Colasanto winning that last race that we covered. Little lovely emojis there. Cheers for that, class. Little Poland. We've got a very big we've got a Poland supporter in the chat on YouTube. Then also the Spanish supporter as well. I mean, we're seeing a lot of Spanish here, as it is in Spain. We're in Cadiz at the minute, in the Bay of Cadiz, so it's in the south of Spain. So it's sweet, really good stuff. Really nice location. Switzerland also, go Poland as well. A lot of supporters from each of the countries. And we've just seen that orange flag come up on the white boat, on that committee boat on the left of our screen. So that means we are getting back into the racing extremely soon. Just over 4 minutes to go. Juho indeed. Lucas Cheng, hello. How's it going? How's your day? How's life? Are you enjoying the IQ racing at the minute? I certainly am. I hope everyone else is. It's going pretty sick. Damn emotions. Yeah, it's a lot going on at the minute. I mean, we saw at that start of that race that we just covered, it was straight into the action. That was a bit of a fruity crash. Hopefully they're all right. I mean, hopefully no damage of equipment. Hopefully no damage to themselves. But I mean, that's it. I mean, everyone's pushing extremely hard and really going for gaps that might not even exist, but could with a bit of pushing they could. Really trying to get every little place they really can. Tommy Millard, holy moly moment. There certainly was. As we touched on that crash, there was a. I think was that valid? I think that was a valid moment there. That was a big one. Mita Carola, go on, Carola. She won that last race. Will we see her maybe winning the next race? For sure, she will be wanting to, but it's gonna be tricky. I mean, all these girls are pushing extremely hard. This is the height of under 19 iQFOiL racing. This is the World Championships. Carola came into the day in fifth place. After the first race, she was also in fifth place, but after the win, she won the last race. So maybe she is moving up, maybe a bit more into that top five. But after the first race of the day, looking like Tuva Optel taking another win. Whoa, no, moving up into the lead. Sorry, really in that first place position. Having a healthy lead after that, leading by 4 points after that first race. But I mean, it's not fully up to date, as we haven't. We're still getting the results in and working through them for the last race we just saw. But there we are, coming up to 2 minutes until the third race for the under-19 women coming up. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Polska Gorum. Yes, go on. Good stuff. Got some Polish supporters in the chat as well. Ale Antoine, let's go. Jazda with a little wave emoji. Pretty swag. XDD, quag, swag. Stasiu Dewaj. Could that be for Stace? Maybe so. He's doing extremely well in this competition as well. A lot of Polish riders in this competition doing extremely well. They've come into this World Championships extremely strong, extremely strong. But here we are, coming up to the last minute of this, until the start of the third race here on day three of the Youth and Junior World Championships. There we are. We see that flag just going down on that committee boat. That means we are in the last minute. The last minute of this start for the under-19 girls. It's coming up soon. I mean, as it's so light, we saw a bit earlier, it's 7 knots out there. We got an average of 7 knots, so it's going to be extremely important to get a very, very good start. Really going to try and get some clean wind, get a good lane so they can really make the most of the wind. Every little ounce of wind they can get in their sails. But do remember the race clock is not, it's unofficial, so don't go exactly off the clock. I mean, same for the riders actually. The riders they have a sound signal and also a flag, but they have to go off the flags. The flag is the one to go off. So, but we will see as we see a little group coming into this last 10 seconds on that port start, coming into this start. Oh, great view from here is the line coming up down that committee boat and this port end start, and it's a go. Oh, Merve and Lena having a very good start actually on port, making their way through that this group on starboard down this starboard end. But oh, it's fruity. It is fruity. I mean, there's a lot of riders in this under 19 group. It's a clean start. We have confirmation that no one was over that start. It is a clean start as these riders make their way up onto this upwind. Remember, they will be doing the outer loop course. The outer loop course here on course area B, nearer to the beach with the buildings in the background there. But it's quite light winds. It's around 7 knots. 7 knots for course racing. It's on the fruity side, but they're still foiling. They're foiling extremely well. But it looks maybe in that group on the right had a bit of a better start maybe on that port side. I mean, this is the group here making their way up onto this left side. I mean, the previous race, it was interesting because it looks as if the girls on the port side, went up onto the left, did maybe have a better start and a better upwind. But not many have actually gone off onto this port side today. We're seeing the vast majority of this group, the under-19 women, here in race 3, going off onto the right side of the course. As some of them, one of the girls in the middle just dropping her tack, unfortunately, going around the front, saying hello to the front door. But a lot of them putting in their tacks now. Maybe this is the ley line. Who would have been making their ley line perfectly? I mean, this is one of the really important points as well, especially important on the especially important in this light winds. The decisions are extremely important where to put in your maneuvers, because in this light winds, maneuvers take a lot more time. The maneuvers take a lot more time. So they'll be wanting to make as little as possible, so they can maximize their speed and VMG upwind, and just cruise, absolutely cranking. But a lot of them putting on this right side into their tacks now. I'm pumping back onto the foil because it is quite light now, but they are making the most of it, really trying to get every ounce of wind they possibly can. Oh, big group coming up on the right side though, making their way on port towards the upwind mark. Where is this upwind mark? We will see. But I mean, we're seeing up that top end extremely close again. Check 80 in this currently in that first place position. Nella, could she be holding this lead far? But really close behind her, Poland 22, only 15 meters, but also Poland 413 behind. That is Alexandra in that second position, Poland 122 on our screens at the minute. Could that be 80? If that is 80, that could be Nella. That could be Nella indeed, cranking up onto this onto her upwind. But where is this upwind mark? Where is it? We'll be seeing extremely soon. But it looks as if Nella is leading this group who went up onto the right side into this top upwind mark. Oh, but Alexandra maybe just taking the lead, but it's extremely close. Okay, the group on this right side tacking across now as Nella puts in her tack onto this ley line. Oh, it looked as if again the group on the right side of the course who went off on port maybe has had a better upwind. Maybe there's a bit more pressure up there. Maybe the course does favour the left side, but we will see. As Norway 2-9 rounding that top mark. Tuva Oppadell, go on. Go on, having a very nice lead actually on Carola Colasanto, our race winner just in the previous race, in second position, and closely behind her, Estonia 127 Emma. She's having a very, very good day actually. She came into day 3 in 20th place, and now she's currently top 3, and she had a top 3 result in the previous race. So hopefully she will be really climbing up those rankings in the under 19 women's fleet. But Tuva, having an absolutely epic upwind and really leading this race, leading the girls' fleet in this third race. Here we are going to the under 17 women's starts. Where is it? A lot of them starting off on starboard. I think all of them. Oh, port actually. My bad. All of them starting off on the port end. Port. Well, my bad. On the port side. All of them starting off on port side, which is very interesting actually, because on the port side, they don't have the right way. It's starboard that do have the right of way. But there we are. Absolutely cranking. Under 17 girls fleet making their way through this just after their start and making their way upwind. Remember, they were on that slightly smaller sail, but they're still cruising upwind, absolutely speeding all the way upwind. Espana 340 having a really, really good start there. Currently leading, but it's all extremely close for this under 17 girls fleet. Have just finished their first start of the day 3, but going through into this downwind, going back to the under 19 women's fleet with the flags. Remember, flags are on their sail, at the top of their sail. It's the 8 meter fleet, it's the under 19 fleet. So concentrating on, again, it's the same 3 on the previous race actually. It's the same 3. Tuva Oppadell leading, followed by Carola and also Emma, which is very interesting. Remember, in the previous race they were also top 3 throughout the race. No, not throughout the race, but they were indeed. Tuva having a very healthy lead actually between to Carola and Emma. Bit closer between Carola and Emma, but Tuva in that blue bib. We can see her in that blue bib. What does that mean? It means she came into day number 3 into today in second place position, but Tuva really putting in some powerful pumps on this downwind towards the gate, because remember the under 19 girls, they will be doing the outer loop course, so they're doing their second upwind after the reach. But Tuva Oppadell, Norway 29. 60 meters on Carola. Carola just to the left of our screens, also putting in the pumps, really trying to attack Tuva, trying to really overtake her and trying to take that lead. But interesting as well. Okay, Carola making a bit of ground on Emma actually. Well, like going a bit more in front of Emma. We saw at the top of the upwind they were very close, but maybe Carola had a bit of a better upwind. Oh, Tuva, cool, blimey, getting your from our view there, it looked as if your ley line was absolutely bang on. Will we be seeing her rounding this bottom mark, or will we be seeing her have to maybe put in extra drive? But she's got it on lock. She's just absolutely got it on lock, cranking up that that out haul. Oh, little touch out, like to thread the needle, Tuva. But yeah. Absolutely cruising. I mean, there's no messing around here, Tuva, is there? Absolutely cruising, pumping, really trying to push Carola just behind her out. Still pumping on this upwind. Remember, I mean, she's in the lead. You know, she is in the lead in that defending position, but she's still putting in the pump, still putting in the action and an effort to really try and keep her lead in this top 3. In this top place of the under 19 women. But going back to the under 17 women, It looks as if they are on the. Okay, it is okay. I got a bit confused there. What's happening as the girl on the right of our screen? She put in a bit of a jibe, but she put in a jibe because it's so light winds. You know, I mean they're making this is their upwind, the under-19 women of the upwind, and it's extremely light winds. So I mean even the we saw the rider just there putting in the jibe upwind, which means it's extremely light, but. Yeah, making their way up onto their upwind. Where is this upwind boy? Who is leading it? It's currently España, 340. Oh, with the yellow bib. So she came into today. She came into today leading the competition, and she's also leading this race as well. Media Falcione, I think so. Media. Leading this, her third race of the day. Just looking behind her, it's light winds. But here, it's Katarina. 340. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. So it's Katarina. Katarina currently leading this race, age 16, and she's done one medal race in her time. So I mean, but the thing is, if she keeps this going, she will be. She'll be maybe in one more medal race in her career so far, but leading and putting in her pumps downwind. But that's the thing. We remember the under-17 women. They don't have their country's flags above their sail. So got to look at those numbers. But España 340, Katarina having an extremely good race so far. It looks as if she's also I mean. Italy 5-7 hasn't just rounding that mark now. Italy 5-7 Media Falcione running that top mark, but Katarina having 140 meters over 140 meters difference, having a really healthy lead on here to Media. So she'll be just wanting to save to keep it and moving back to the under-19 women who are on the same course. Remember, they are racing the same time as the under-17 women. But Tuva Oppadell extending her lead over 200 meters to Carola Colasanto. And then in Emma in that third place position as well. But Tuva making her way up onto the last upwind. This is her last upwind. Wearing that blue bib. Will we be seeing her wearing that yellow bib towards tomorrow? We will definitely see, but she's certainly doing a good job of it so far. Tuva Opdell just cruising up this upwind, currently leading this third race for the under-19 women here in Cadiz for the Youth and Junior World Championships. Moving back to the back to the under-17 girls straight away, wearing that yellow bib. We have Katarina just cruising down this downwind. Again, though, she's got a very healthy lead. I mean, this is interesting though because we have really tough conditions out there at the minute. We can see how big the waves are. I mean, they're quite chungus, quite large. So they really have to think about the height on their foil, but also the wind. I mean, the wind is super light at the minute. We saw at the start of the race, the average was around 7 knots. So it's certainly towards the lighter end of the course. But we're seeing as that could have been Merv on the under-19 fleet. Because remember, the under-17 and under-19 are racing on the same course as Katarina. Smacks that bottom gate, trying to get the best mark rounding as possible. And she's had a really good mark rounding. And that is Katarina. Katarina, España 340, making her way up onto this upwind. This is her second upwind, remember, the second and last upwind of her race. After this, putting in attack straight away. It's really light though. But she's going to be wanting to put on the power straight away, really pumping hard to make her way back up onto the foil. And she's back there. Up onto the foil on the 7 meter, remember that under 17 girls do use the 7 meter with the 800 front wing. grabbing onto that hub pull to really get that mast as upright as possible. As the wind is extremely light, you know. I mean, we're seeing Katarina here really, well, she's leading the under 17 girls at the minute, really playing with that up pull at the minute, leaning out as far as she can. What does the up pull do, leaning off the up pull? It means that you can get your body a bit further away from the equipment while keeping the mast, the sail, super upright. And basically, you're going to be wanting the mast, the sail as upright, as vertical as possible to catch as much wind as possible and make the sail work exactly how it should. You know, exactly how it should, like catch most wind and get the aerodynamics of it exactly how it's designed. But Katarina just doing it absolutely expertly, currently leading this under 17 girls fleet at the minute. Go back to a few of the comments. Go Darcy Shaw 309. Darcy Shaw, yes, she is racing at the minute. She's in the under 19 group, doing extremely well. Poland 144 under 17. She is racing at the minute, but going back to Tuva. Tuva taking the win over 150 meters. Just putting out her hands in pure joy, pure passion. She has won the third race, followed by Carola Colasanto coming across the finish now. Italy 239. She's had a very good day today. She won the previous race to this, and she's now in second. As we go back to this under 17 women's group, Katarina putting in her tack now. How is this tack? Oh, good tack, but it's very light. It's very light. We saw there. I mean, extremely good tack coming into it with a lot of speed, a lot of flow. I mean, but the equipment just stopped as it's quite light winds. But there's no stopping with Katarina. You know, she's winning this race, so she pumped extremely hard, banging straight up that sail, straight up back onto the foil where she is now, grabbing onto that uphill and making her way to that upwind mark. There Tuva is. Tuva Opdell winning that under 19 group. Back to the finish now. Oh, here's a replay of that finish. Tuva Opdell, where's the hands? Where's the hands? Go on. Swag as. Well done, Tuva Opdell. Winning her race, winning this third race. But going back to the under 17 girls. España 340, Katarina making her way upwind, cruising up. But let's get a cheeky little interview with Tuva, the winner of the race 3 here on day 3 for the under 19.
Race from you, second race of the day.
Yeah,
Third race of the day, second win of the day.
Yeah.
What did you do good?
I think I got a good start and I just took it from there. Yeah.
Nice work. And we have one race left. What is the plan for this one?
Do the same. No big change. Just keep on going. It's working. So yeah.
Awesome. Good luck out
Yeah.
there.
Can I give a shout out?
Sure.
I want to give a shout out to my big sister, Hella Uppedal, for being such a good big sister and learning me to race. Without you, Hella, I would never be in here today. Thank you.
Awesome. Good luck out there.
Sick stuff. Tuva winning that race, giving a little shout out to her sister. They've been training a lot together, actually. Hella and Tuva, really good sisters, and it's helped. You know, it's really helped Tuva winning that race of the under 19 woman. But España 340, Katarina, she's got 200 meters on Italy 5.7, 200 meters on Media. So. If all things are okay, she's just going to be wanting to defending, really taking everything easy. Well, not easy, wrong word, sorry. Just take everything super safe, like there. She nearly topped out, extremely high on the foil. It's wavy out there, you know, it's really wavy out there. So they'll be trying to really keep the nicest height on that foil, to cruising down this downwind for Katarina. Katarina on the screens. Oh, it is fruity out there, though. It is certainly fruity. España 340 wearing that yellow bib. Katarina Thomas wearing that yellow bib. She came into today with the yellow bib, meaning that she was leading into today. And after this race, will she still be leading? We'll have to see, but there is a good chance she will be, as she's currently leading this race by over 350 meters now, having a very, very nice lead towards the rest of the group. But in that second place, we have Medea, and then also in that finishing that top three in that is Francesca Salerno. So she's having a very, very good race actually in this one. Hopefully she can keep that top 3 position, but there is the rest of that top 10. Remember, we also have tracking. We see at the bottom there, Metasail are running the tracking at this competition. So to view the tracking, you can just look up Metasail on Google or online. And then you'll be able to find the tracking for this competition very, very nice and easily, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, Katarina, I mean, there's barely anyone around her, isn't there? She is in a world, well, like in a good world of her own, as she is just having a very nice lead towards the rest of the riders, rounding her reaching mark, making her way downwind as we go back to the finish. This is the finish for the oh, what's that in the? Can you see that thing in the just next to the committee boat? Hopefully that's looks like maybe a bit of an obstacle. Hopefully no one goes over that. But yeah, the rest of this under-19 group, under-19 girls fleet coming towards the finish now. Go back to the cheeky comments. How's everyone doing? We want under 17 live from drone. Yeah. We've had some under 17. We're going to be going towards hopefully getting some under 17. Getting that finish. Will Katarina? I mean, we saw throughout this race Katarina having a really good lead in the under 17 girls. Oh, hey, can you see that? There's a big thing in the water. Hopefully it's nothing too dangerous, but yeah, here we are. The rest of this under 19 girls coming towards the finish, and finishing their third race here on day 3 in Cadiz, south of Spain, for the 2023 2023 Youth and Junior World Championships. Under 17 men, please. The men, they were on course area A today, so we're just concentrating on course area B, as that's closer to the beach, and that's what we are able to cover. So we've got under 17 and under 19 girls today, which has been really, really cool. Actually, we've seen some big action, big fights, and also some very interesting racing. With how these girls have done their tactics and strategies on this course, as it's been quite a not tricky, but it's been it's been tricky. You have to get the base. No, it's certainly not the basics. But you have to get the tactics right on this course today. As we're seeing, it's quite gusty, you know. It's quite gusty. It's been a little bit shifty as well. So the riders have really had to make sure that they can go the right ways, make the right decisions, make maneuvers at the correct time, so they can really come out on top in the race. But yeah, here we are in the Bay of Cadiz. It's really light now, isn't it? Coming in, this Spanish rider making her way through her bottom gate towards the finish. This the last reach towards the finish. But we've got a pretty sweet little bridge in the background. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Little, am I right in saying suspension bridge? You in the comments can comment if I'm right. But yeah, no, it's quite a spectacle, that bridge. It's got a little seagull. Hopefully they don't see the drone as a bit of food. But back to the back to the leaderboard. This is the under 17 women, and it looks as if Medea, Italy, 5-7 has caught up absolutely loads to Katarina. We saw previously Katarina had a quite a big lead on the rest of the fleet actually, but Media has caught up an absolute load, which is very interesting. Not much separates them at all actually, 5 meters. Could this be these? I think it is. Oh, it's very light though. It's very light. Who could have dropped off the foil? I think that could have been, if I can see the bibs right. Oh, they've both dropped off the foil, unfortunately. Oh, Italy 9 coming through foiling. Francesca, will she be able to make this bottom mark, or will I mean both Medea and Caterina have dropped off the foil, unfortunately, but that is allowed Francesca, Italy 9, to come through and taking the lead in this third race for the under-17 women. What a decision from Francesca there. I mean, that just shows how important these tactical decisions matter in this race at the minute, as it's so like wins. And Francesca, Italy 9, Francesca Maria Salerno making her way through to the finish and winning this third race for the under-17 woman of the day. Wow, what a move from Francesca there. She came into today in 12th place. That's after the first race. So she's around the 10 mark at the minute, but winning that race would have really bumped her up the rankings, and hopefully she's moved up a bit. But amazing stuff from there. But very interesting again, Poland 71, Maria taking the second, which is very interesting, followed by Katerina. Which is interesting, you know. We saw Katerina having I think at one point it was over 200 meters, but a lot of riders had caught her up, maybe catching a gust, catching the right shift, and taking the win there. But as the rest of that top 10 coming through the finish, Poland 323 also coming across. Oh, it's hard out there though. It's very hard. It's very light. But yeah, here we are. We're going to have a little interview coming up of Italy 9. Italy 9, that is Francesca Salerno coming up soon. She won that race. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Martin, we are ready for the interview. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2.
Okay, Okay, yeah. So here we are. Got a little interview of the race here on day 3. The winner of the third race. This is Francesca Salerno winning the race.
But then I believe it in this race, so I continue to pump, and then I finished first.
And what is your plan for the rest of this week? What do you want to make out of this championship?
Of course, enter into the medal race and maybe win if I can.
Awesome. Good luck with this.
Thank you.
That's it.
Cool stuff there from Francesca. But it's interesting. She said she just did not stop pumping, and that's what allowed her to win the race, win this third race for the under-17 woman here on day 3, picking up a win, which was very interesting. I mean, it's super light out there now, extremely light, as the rest of the under-17 women come towards the finish and finish their third race here on day 3. But it's light. I mean, we saw it was very light there. Very light, really tactical decisions there, which really proved the mental game of this of these riders. But again, I mean, okay. yeah, sweet. Okay, but yeah, I mean, just getting a little updates of what's going on, as the just trying to read at the same time what's going on really. But here on course area B. Okay. On Alpha. On Alpha it is which is not what we're concentrating on. They have yeah. So hopefully we're going to be having some more races. I mean, I haven't received anything to say that we are done here on course area B. So we're not. So really stick around for some next races coming up, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. The women have both women's fleets, the under 17 girls and under 19 girls have now completed 3 course races. This way. Okay. Yeah. So the under 17 and under 19 women have completed 3 course races today. 3 courses races. So yeah. Right. Sweet. Okay, good stuff. But yeah, I mean, as we're looking out at the minute, it's looking out into this Bay of Cadiz. I mean, we've got a little port in the background there. This place really is a hub for sailing, really, for international competitions. A lot of the who train here. This is where they train for these competitions. I mean, I was talking to some of the guys who aren't actually youth and junior anymore, but they're still here. Some of the Spanish men's, some of the Spanish men, the senior guys, they're training here at the minute. Actually, training here in Cadiz right now. So it's certainly a spot for iQFOiL and really good windsurfing. As we saw, we've just had 3 really good races. Some very important, very tactical races. Really high level. Sailing conditions, really. The mental game is really important. The speed is really important, and just everything. It all comes together as this is what the pinnacle of the iQFOiL Youth and Junior competitions. This is the World Championships. People from all around the world are here. I mean, there is mega amounts. But I mean, looking back out, it's raining today. No, it's not good. Well, you think of south of Spain, it's a bit hot. It's a bit lovely and warm. Haven't quite got that today. I mean, as it's pretty. It's quite rainy. It's quite windy. Well, actually, my bad. It's not got that windy anymore. It's really light. But you can see on the water if you look closely. It is it's currently tipping it down. It's tipping it down, which is proven really hard for the to get some epic footage, but we're doing extremely well. Like the guys are doing really well to really pick up the thrills of this iQFOiL competition at the minute, and it's been amazing so far. It really has been epic. We've covered three of the girls, the under 19 girls and under 17 girls, their races this morning. They did 3 course races, racing on the same course, and now there's just a bit of a break. I mean, we're seeing that committee boat on the right of our screens at the minute. That red flag is still up. The red flag is it's a red flag, and then it has the iQFOiL logo in the middle. So it's still course racing. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we've got that flag up on that committee boat at the minute. But as we've covered a lot of the girls this morning, so we're now going to be having a look at the men now, the under 19 boys, and we're going to be having a look at the gold fleet. It's going to be the gold fleet for the under 19 boys. It's gonna be coming up very soon, but we got a little bit of a break. We're gonna be maybe having around half an hour until we can see those under 19 boys starting to race. So we're gonna go for a little cheeky break, but do not not go anywhere because we're gonna have some more epic racing coming up. Thank you. I'll see you in half an hour. See you in half an hour.